All right, so we finally won doing the Banks Monster Ram intake. Um, what a project. It's really not hard. It is extremely time consuming. If you are a larger person with bigger hands, you are going to struggle, especially anything past, I'm going to say, injector 3 and going all the way back to injector 6. There's not a whole lot of room for your hands to work with back here. That was a pain. That was an absolute struggle. For the most part, it was extremely straightforward. I actually wound up breaking my dipstick tube, or not the tube, but the handle for the engine oil. I leaned on it and snapped it right off, so it's just on the inside of that. We'll see how much RAM charges for that. Being that I live in a colder state, I opted for the dual heating element. We'll see. It doesn't really get that cold where I live. But anyway, overall, fantastic product. The instructions, though, they might be outdated for the first generation Banks Monster Ram. This is the second gen, so you have essentially 3 ports. You can do your single heating element or a dual, and there's provisions for a third. I don't know if you ever use 3 elements, probably not, but anyway, quality, phenomenal. Instructions, a little weird. You really have to read probably 3-4 steps ahead. There's things that are, in my opinion, kind of backwards. So maybe someone will do a revised instruction manual, but I did this going in, didn't watch anyone else's videos on a Gen 2 intake. Just read through the instructions, and again, wasn't horribly bad. One thing I will recommend, if you are going to do this, go ahead and get yourself the new cold air, the new charge tubes. Once you pull this thing off, you'll have sufficient room to pull off the old charge tube coming off the cold side of the intercooler. It makes a world of difference. But let's go to the bench and check out a few things.